Good morning, good evening, everybody. Present today, Toastmasters, my dear friends and guests. I am your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting, and this is meeting number 48 of our Club Toastmaster of Hyderabad Entrepreneur. So before we start the meeting, we have some important points to say. So first is the mission of our club. The mission of our club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communications and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. So Toastmaster program has some values. So what are those values? The values of Toastmaster program are respect, integrity, service, and excellence. So let us all exhibit these values during all our meetings. So I'm going to say the promise of our Toastmasters. So all present in Toastmasters in today's meeting virtually, please raise your right hand. Put on your heart. And when I complete, say I do at the end. As a member of Toastmasters inter meetings regularly to prepare all my Toastmaster educational program, to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members all the help they require through constructive evaluations and other helps, to help the club maintain the positive and friendly environment necessary for all the members to grow, to serve my club as an officer whenever called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to our club meetings so they can see the benefits of Toastmaster program, to adhere to the guidelines and the rules of the Toastmaster education program and recognition programs, to act within Toastmasters core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during the conduct of all the Toastmaster activities. I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Great. So there are some basic rules which we call like golden rules of every Toastmaster meeting. I request all of you to please turn off all the noise making devices. It would be good if you put it on the airplane mode, but if not possible, please put it on the silent mode. I give you 5 seconds. Okay, I hope you have done that. Second is whenever the control is transferred during this virtual meeting, I request all to clap. If not possibly physically, we can use the emoticons given below. Please check if your audio and video connections are working properly before you speak. Please stay muted if it is not your turn, because that disturbs the speaker speaking at that moment. If you face any issues, you can speak to our Zoom master. I think it is today also it is DTM Raghu as usual. Please refrain from speaking on sex, politics, and religion in any derogatory manner. And today there's a special sessions which DTM Raghu is going to take on the roles of the club officers. I have some couple of quotes, we can say thought of the day. Okay, there are two which I like them very much. First is, it's been said by Stephen Covey. I will change it. So he said that what you do has far greater impact than what you say. But in the Toastmasters program, I would say what you say effectively has much greater impact on the audience who is listening to you, right? And also it says that act as if what you do makes a difference. And ultimately it does make a difference. So now I'll transfer the podium to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Kalpana. Toastmaster Kalpana, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Milind. I welcome everyone on behalf of Toastmaster for Hyderabad Entrepreneur Club. Before I would proceed with the meeting, I would like to wish you all a happy Children's Day. I believe that we are never too old to wish each other on Children's Day because it is one of the sweet way to celebrate the innocence we all have in our hearts. So once again, I hope now I cleared why I am wishing happy Children's Day. So once again, I want to wish you all happy Children's Day. Let's celebrate the children inside us. So before I start the meeting, I would request all the role players to personally send in your childhood pictures if possible. I'm planning for some fun activity. And even guests can send me your childhood pictures. So with this, I would like to open the meeting. I would like to tell you all that Toastmasters is a non-profit international organization which helps us improve our leadership and communication skills. There are 140 clubs with more than 3 lakhs of people who are getting benefits from the Toastmaster platform. It is a platform where diverse people have benefited to develop their communication and leadership skills. There are 3 segments in the overall meeting. One is the prepared speech segment, second is the table topic segment, and third is the evaluation segment. So today, as we have a special educational session on the club role, we are avoiding the table topic segment. With this, I once again take in charge of the Toastmaster of the Day role and would like to start today's meeting. So what is special about November 14 today? Can anyone tell me?
Children's Day.
IPL
Yeah.
final.
Yeah, Jawaharlal Nehru's birthday.
Okay, so did you know we celebrated Children's Day before Jawaharlal Nehru or anything like that? Anyone has any idea?
No idea.
It
Okay.
is also birth date of Guru Gobind Singh's children.
Yes. Okay. So actually, till 1959, India used to celebrate Children's Day on November 20th, the date where United Nations has observed this as a Children's Day special. But after demise of our leader Jawaharlal Nehru, who always used to be affectionate towards children, since 1960 we have started to celebrate the Children's Day on November 14th. So we used to we still used to celebrate the Children's Day, but the date was November 20 at that time. But now it has been changed to November 14. Okay. I think we all can smile. And I request everyone to please keep your camera on. So before we proceed with the meeting, first segment, I would like to call upon the general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Shiva, to please explain his role.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Kalpana, for the handover. Good evening, everyone. This is Toastmaster Shiva. Today, I am playing the general evaluator role for the entire meeting. My job is to evaluate the entire meeting proceedings, starting from opening the meeting till the end of the meeting. With me, I have a team actually for timing, accounter, and grammarian roles. Am I not audible?
You're audible.
Yeah. Today, as a general evaluator, my role is to evaluate the complete meeting proceedings from starting from the meeting to the closure of the meeting. I'm with a team of 3 tag role players: timer, accounter, and grammarian. Due to backend network issues, a couple of role players got dropped. So we have the timer for the day. Toastmaster Amit is the timer for today's meeting. Toastmaster Amit, can you please explain your role and responsibilities to the meeting? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Shiva. Fellow Toastmaster and dear guest, As a timer, my role is to remind all speakers how much time they have spent on their speech so that we will be able to run this meeting on time. To help me do this, I have 3 colored cards with me. I will raise green card when the speaker hits qualifying time. I will raise yellow card when when the speaker hits the target time, and will raise red card when speakers has reached the end of their allotted time. For example, for a prepared speech for 5 to 7 minute speech, I shall raise the green card at 5th minute, yellow card on the 6th minute, and red card on the 7th minute. The speakers will also be granted a grace period of 30 seconds on their speeches, and then I will present my report when called upon by the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you. Back to you, to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Amit. Uh, Today, as I said, the couple of role plays are dropped. Only timer will look into in depth of your timings, and we'll come back with the report and in the third part of the meeting. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Okay. So I'm going to share some of the pictures and you all have to guess who those are. They could be celebrities or the persons who are in our meeting today. So let me take the first picture. Okay, sorry for the delay. Okay, so I hope you all are able to see my screen. Can you tell me who is this person?
Friends.
It's not from our meeting today. I wish we could attend our meeting. He is one of
Mahesh
the,
Babu.
yes, who said that?
Shiva.
Okay, Shiva, thank you so much. So you have good knowledge. So he is our superstar Mahesh Babu. Okay, that was his childhood picture. Now, can anyone guess who is this?
Chiranjeevi.
Oh, Dhananjay, you seem to be a fan of him. Wow, nice. So today I got to know that Shiva is fan of Mahesh Babu and Dhananjay is fan of Chiranjeevi. Yes, he is our mega star Chiranjeevi. Wow. Okay. Okay, we will pause here and we will continue with our meeting today. So we have our first speaker for today, Toastmaster Pooja. Evaluator of Toastmaster Pooja is Toastmaster Sirisha. May I request Toastmaster Sirisha to please read the evaluation speech objectives of Toastmaster Pooja. Over to you, Sirisha.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, everyone. Today, Toastmaster Pooja is delivering her level 4 elective speech, which is managing a difficult audience in dynamic leadership pathway. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to address audience challenges when she present outside of the Toastmasters Club. Timer, please note, the member has 10 to 15 minutes to deliver his or her 5 to 7 minute speech and respond to disruptors. All the best, Toastmaster Pooja. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sirisha. So please note that the timing is 10 to 15 minutes as mentioned by Toastmaster Sirisha, and we also have few people who will be interrupting Pooja to ensure that she's confidently giving her speech when we have interruptions. Toastmaster Pooja, stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Kalpana. A sobbing child on first day of new school, not because she had no friends or missed the comforts of her home, but a daunting task now lay ahead of her, a new subject and unknown territory. Friends, guests, and my fellow challenge takers. The sobbing child was me, and the daunting task that lay ahead of me was learning Telugu. I was in my 5th standard and I never knew how to speak in Telugu. Imagine the horrors of reading, writing, and learning a new language. But new curriculum in a new school came with new challenges. My Telugu teacher caught me sobbing. She asked me to sit by her side and said in English, "Pooja, why are you sobbing?" I said, "I am scared. I don't know Telugu." She wiped my tears with a lot of love and said, "Don't worry, I will help you." She continued to cajole me for 3 months. A bond developed between us and I was well versed in Telugu. In no time was I not only able to fluently speak and write the basics, but I was also able to give all the exams with ease. As I reflect on my thoughts on mentorship, this teacher comes to my mind. Friends, a mentor is someone who allows you to see hope inside yourself. He or she guides you to get to the desired outcome. Mentor can be a friend, a colleague, a parent, or a relative, or in my case, a teacher. We are constantly mentored by our parents, then by our teachers, and later in life by our colleagues or seniors at work. Just like my Telugu teachers, mentors are empathetic, critical, understand your goals and help you get there.
At the initial time, do you want to kill your mentor, the teacher who is scaring you?
What did you just ask me?
At the initial stage, when you are scared of Telugu, do you thought of killing your teacher? But why? Because the subject is scaring you.
I don't know your name because my video is pinned. Can I?
Yeah, it's Shiva here.
Yeah, Shiva, I would want to ask you, since you are the GE for today's meeting, is there any task that you have to complete?
Yes, please.
Yeah, would you want to go back to that? I will just finish my speech and get back to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Friends, don't confuse mentoring and coaching. Coaching is for a short period of time to achieve a specific result. I was a public relations officer at our Toastmasters Club. I was constantly guided by the previous public relations officer. This was a one-year assignment. I was coached by her. She helped me with smooth transition with the nuances of the role. Whereas my mentor was with me from the time I joined Toastmasters. She helped me with my role as the PR and then helped me in my Toastmasters journey as a whole. Mentoring has helped me set and define my goals to help them see in a refined manner. I noticed a visible difference in the quality of content and speech delivery with the help of my mentor. Hi, who is it?
Pooja?
Yeah, Umesh.
Yeah, this side Umesh here.
Yeah.
Don't you think so? Being a PR and having a good mentor and coach, what you like, a coach or mentor? And being a PR and having coaching and mentoring for 1 year, what the best quality a PR should have?
That's a very valid question. Thank you very much, Umesh, for bringing that to my notice. Is there a reason you're asking me that question?
Yes, because you are discussing a mentor first, then coaching, and you precisely said that you have been coached for 1 year as a PR. So I wanted to know what the basic quality the PR should have.
Well,
and what you have, and to whom you will choose as a mentor or as a coach. to work with?
Thank you very much for asking that question. As I clearly told that it depends whether your assignment is short term or long term. If your assignment is short term, say 6 months to 3 years or 6 months to 1 year, then you would want a coach. But if this is a longer engagement, which goes beyond beyond a year or beyond 3 years, then you would always want a mentor.
I do not agree with your this statement, because mentor can be a short period also. I have done the mentoring for 6 months only for one of the club.
Is there a
And as per
reason?
Toastmasters, as per the Toastmasters International Guideline, when the mentor is assigned to club, basic duration is only 6 months. So I have a difference of opinion with you between the coach and this. That is the one. And second, you have not answered which good quality PR should have.
I will take questions towards the end of my speech. There's a long list of qualities that I would want to discuss with you. There is a very specific, though Toastmasters International says that we can mentor for about 6 months for a particular mentee. It may not necessarily be that you may stick to those 6 months only. It could also go beyond 6 months. I have my mentor since 3 years. So do other club members in my club.
Okay, I will allow you to continue with the speech, but at the end.
Thank you. Friends, a mentor will not stop being critical until and unless he or she brings out the best in you. Mentor guides you without letting you lose your own essence. So far, I have always been a mentee. A famous person once said, "The greatest good you can do for another is not just to share your riches, but to reveal his own." Now it is my turn to support and help someone with their goals. My current mentor is very objective. She corrects me when I am wrong and is very critical about my work here at Toastmasters International. She wants nothing but the best out of me.
I think her experience is completely different than what we have, right? I always felt
I agree with you, Kalp.
Yeah, my
I agree
mentor
with you.
always, whenever I approach with some idea, he will squash that idea and he will ask me to prepare something else.
Kalpana and Raghu, I think you have something
Her mentoring,
significant.
her mentoring is going very smooth. She should have some tough mentors in her
And
life.
she's getting all benefits and she's saying she's getting to learn so many things. But I always end up with frustration.
Kalpana and Raghu.
Kalpana, who is your mentor?
My mentor is TTM Raghu.
Kalpana
Oh,
and Raghu. Can I please get your attention, Kalpana and Raghu? I think there is something very significant that you would want to share with our audience. I see that you both are only chatting with each other. Is there something significant you'd want to contribute?
Yeah, that is some question that raised, I feel that your mentoring learning has been very smooth. So I always get frustrated, especially, for example, if I'm talking that, I want to give speech on dance. My mentor says, no, you don't have to give speech on dance. You have to give something else. Then how would I handle situations like this?
Kalpana, I think you should also give Raghu a chance to speak. I see that you're going on talking and you're not letting Raghu a chance. You're not giving him a chance to speak. Will you please let him speak as well?
Thank you, Madam Pooja, for the opportunity. Why is that you are lecturing us on mentoring today? Why is the sun rises in east and not in west? Why is that we are attending this meeting online on Sunday weekend when we can have a fun on the way? Why is this happening so much? Please tell me, Pooja.
Because
Please answer me.
Toastmasters is always fun, irrespective of day, time, season.
But,
Is there any
Pooja,
specific?
Why mentoring?
Raghu, is there any question that you would want to ask apart from this? I am feeling very enthusiastic.
Why lecturing on mentoring?
Because it's a part of my curriculum. It's a part of my project.
Why did you choose mentoring as the topic of your speech today?
I chose this as topic because I wanted to educate people around me about mentoring.
We have some different opinions. We need to discuss after the meeting, Pooja.
We will do that. Thank you very much, Raghu. Thank you very much, Raghu. I will now go back to my speech.
No, but I am confused. So this speech is about mentoring or coaching or PR. Then in all this, where guide fits in? If guide is fitting in, then who is guru then? Is a mentor or is a coach?
Milind, I think Raghu was talking and you cut him off in between. Can you please let me finish and then
No,
I will get
he
back
said
to you?
bye. He said bye. That's why I spoke. Then I took my time to speak.
Okay, okay. Can I connect with you after the speech gets over? I think
Okay.
whatever you're sharing or asking right now will not benefit our group as a whole.
Okay, so you are avoiding the question. Okay, no problem.
No, I am not avoiding the question. All I'm trying to tell you is it's not going to benefit all of us in any way. If it benefits us in any way, let us discuss after the speech gets over. I see that
Okay.
Umesh is trying to talk.
Now, Umesh, your turn is over. It's my turn now. My question is not yet answered.
Umesh, you'll have to wait, Umesh. Thank you very much for understanding. So I was talking about my current mentor. She corrects me when I am wrong and is extremely critical of my work here at Toastmasters. She wants nothing but the best of me. She is honest and has an excellent sense of humor. You know, what do they call her at our
Can
club?
mentor also help in procrastination, to avoid procrastination?
I wish, but no, they don't. She
Oh.
doesn't. My mentor does not help me do that.
Okay, do you think others will help us to do that? Because
Then what is
Kalpana,
the use of being mentor?
Kalpana, this question is irrelevant to the current project that I am delivering, Kalpana. I am so sorry. So the great thing about my mentor, she knows my strengths and weaknesses and recommends the best course of action that is suitable for me and the projects that I perform. She has been an excellent source of strength across all my spheres of life. Across all my spheres in life. Whenever I had a personal crisis, she was there to attend it. She helped me with a lot of challenges that I faced at work front. Having been here at Toastmasters since the last 2 years, I believe I can be a mentor. I have learned from my mentor and club members about the nuances of mentoring. I look forward to my journey in Toastmasters as a mentor. This last year has thrown a lot of challenges towards us, right from the time this COVID pandemic started. But Toastmasters as a fraternity has smoothly adapted by going virtual. In this era, a mentor can be from any part of the country or world. I may be mentored by a Toastmaster from Delhi or vice versa. Milind, I see that you have a question. You are the sergeant for our meeting today, I suppose?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, so can you please wait till you close the meeting? I'm sure you have a task at hand as the sergeant at arms.
Yeah, but I had a question. Can I ask?
What is it, Milind?
Okay, so as you mentioned, a lot of a mentor helped you with your strengths and weaknesses that even coach can do. Then what's the difference?
A coach cannot do that, Milind. It is a mentor who can do that. Mentor, he or she has to know you for a very long time. Your coach is associated with you for a very short period of time. You know, like you're learning a subject in school, and when you're learning your subject.
So for Indian cricket team, Ravi Shastri is been past so many years a coach. Is that a short period of time? How you define a short period? For me, it's a long period now.
So as the sergeant at arms, is it also your responsibility to record the meeting?
Yeah, it's already recording.
It's already recording, right? Yeah, can you please get back to that and see that the meeting is being properly recorded? Can you please take a look at that?
Yeah, that system take care.
All right. Thank you, Milind. I will meet you after my speech gets over. Questions related to cricket and Indian cricket team are not welcome because I don't follow cricket in such. Thank you very much. So I was talking about how COVID pandemic has thrown a lot of challenges. Umesh? Is
Yes,
there
yes,
something?
Umesh here.
Yeah. Tell me, Umesh, what is it?
Umesh, it's fine. Let her continue.
Okay. I was talking about how this entire COVID pandemic has thrown a lot of challenges at Toastmasters as a whole. You know, you and I cannot imagine not shaking hands with each other and not standing on stage. But you see how we all have smoothly adapted from physical world to the virtual world. We do virtual handshakes, we have virtual clapping. And so I would like to tell you that in this era, mentor can be from any part of the world. I could be here in Hyderabad and my mentor could be from, say, South Africa, Delhi, Bombay. Isn't that fun? It'll bring new perspective and new culture to mentoring. I could also be a mentor to a Toastmaster from any club across the world. Mentoring is a two-way street where both the mentor and mentee benefit from each other in many different ways. I still thank my Telugu teacher for not just doing her job, but for being there for me. That's what mentorship is all about. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Sorry for all the interrupts that we have caused to ensure that you are learning from your speech. Okay, so now it's time for the next speech to go. To evaluate Toastmaster Raghu, we have Toastmaster Umesh. May I request Toastmaster Umesh to please read out the speech objectives of Toastmaster Raghu?
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
You're breaking, Umesh. If you can off your video and read out, then it might help.
Okay. My target for Raghu is attempting second speech of high performance leadership. The purpose of this project is for the member to apply his or her leadership and planning knowledge to develop project plan, organize a guidance committee, and implement a plan with the help of team. The purpose
Okay. So,
hello.
Yes, Umesh. We could.
Yeah. Second purpose of this speech is the purpose of this second speech. For the member to share some aspect of his or her experience completing the project. Timeline is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Umesh. Toastmaster Raghu, can you please check pin timer cards?
I'm in gallery mode. I'm good.
Thank you.
Check audio, check video. All good.
Yes, all good. Toastmaster Raghu, know your path. Know your path, Toastmaster Raghu.
We all take our journey in our life. There has to be a path that we take upon, whether it is wide known across the public or less known. But there's one path that we have to select and go on. Don't you think so? Similarly, in Toastmasters, we have to select one pathway and go streamline that and then just go on that. But I have a question for all of you. How much do you know about your path? How much seriously are you taking your journey in Toastmasters? How much do you know about pathways in the journey of Toastmasters? This question has triggered me to work upon this high performance leadership project. While going across the world, 140 countries, I stumbled upon an opportunity to become area director in District 18 for Area 63. That's when I found out in the district that specifically everybody, or most of the people, were not comfortable with pathways. Somebody was so much having stigma against pathways that they were still continuing using the legacy system and then just giving those speeches or not giving any speeches at all in the clubs. I also noticed that few clubs, they had to shed off members from their club just because they were not progressing at all. Somebody left the program because they didn't understand what it's all about. My earlier experience working with Toastmasters, especially getting them on speed with the program, with deep understanding of pathways, are letting them to complete their icebreaker within 1 month and then complete their level 1 within 3 months. What I call as mission level 1 has helped me to come up with this program called Deep Dive in Pathways. I gave my first session. It was 1.5 hours at division level at Division F in District 18. This session has helped all the members a lot. On a project, I had our division director, Toastmaster Irina, and my mentor, DTM Smita, as my guidance committee. My planning team kept changing from district to district. In my first session in Division F in District 18, when I gave those project documents and also this session, it has helped members to see the insights of pathways and how does it just you can map it to your real life and your personal life. That did help them to achieve their goals. 3 of clubs in my area where they were lacking membership strength to have in good stand. Now all of the 3 clubs are in good standing because of the session. They were able to plan their clubs well. Next session I gave was in Grenada with the help of the area director, Federico. We had about 30 to 40 members who joined the session. It did help a lot for the chartering of one club for the leadership Toastmaster Club. And it attracted 5 to 8 members just in 1 day after the session. Looking deeper into the pathways, knowing more about Toastmasters, why and each and every role matters in a Toastmaster meeting. How can you take each project to your real life did help those non-Toastmasters look into the Toastmaster as a serious theme. Next section was in St. Vincent and Grenadines. There I got to meet wonderful people from Caribbean countries. It also helped them achieve their club goals when they got to see the benefits of this program. I'm also giving session in another district in United States. Overall, the planning committee kept changing from time to time, but my guidance committee remained there, and they helped me a lot in the way that I planned this session, the way that I had the education material for this collected. What I would say is it doesn't matter which pathway you are selecting, which path you are taking, whether in Toastmasters or outside Toastmasters in your real life or professional as a carry. What matters is, do you have the understanding that is necessary for you to take those decisions, the decision that is necessary for you to get ahead in your life. In Toastmasters, if you don't understand your pathway properly, if you don't take the project seriously, the last code value of Toastmaster excellence is irrelevant. So I would suggest learn more to help yourself, not others. Get better understanding of the projects you're doing. Get seriously, do your project in a better sense, not for others, for your satisfaction. Always remember, the integrity in completing your projects matters a lot in your improvement. I can stand today and say, I have improved myself a lot with this deep understanding of the Pathways program and Toastmaster program. What about you? What about you, fellow Toastmasters and Toastmaster of the day? Do you understand what is your path? Do you understand more about your path? Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raghu. Let's continue with our theme. Let me share my screen once again. Can anyone guess who is this person?
Shiva.
Shiva.
Shiva, I think I missed to tell you, you should change your profile picture. Yes, that is today's general evaluator, Toastmaster Shiva. Okay. Can anyone tell me who is this?
Amitabh Bachchan.
Oh my God. Ayushi, yes.
I don't know.
Okay, yes, this is Big B, Amitabh Bachchan. Can anyone tell me who is this person? He's very famous actor.
Bill Gates.
No, I said actor.
Rowan Atkinson,
No.
Mr. Bean.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his real name, I guess. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that his real name is different. I just got that from internet, so I'm really sorry. Thank you for that. Yes, he is our dear Mr. Bean. Thank you, Anto, for that. I think it was Anto, right?
yes.
Yeah. Hey.
Michael Jackson.
Yes. He's the pop star Michael Jackson. Okay, we'll hold here and we will continue with the important segment that we are going to have now, an educational session by our DTM Raghu. Raghu, may I know when you wanted to see the green card, yellow card and red card? Raghu,
I'm good with that, Kalpana. I'll just wind it up very soon. Okay.
sure. Thank you so much. So stage is all yours. Over to Toastmaster Raghu.
Toastmasters as an institute has one logo or one statement that it says, where leaders are made. Can everybody in the room unmute yourself and answer me, what is according to you a leader is?
Someone who creates more leaders.
Thank you. Amit?
Who goes beyond with helping others.
Thank you. Milind?
The leader who helps us to climb the ladder.
Thank you. Ayushi?
A leader is who helps other people to follow and overcome their fears.
Thank you. So leader who gives the confidence to member. Thank you. Rajan? Rajan Roy? Thank you. Anto? Anto?
I think a leader is somebody who helps A leader basically inspires and is able to create other leaders. So I think that's what a leader is.
Thank you. Kalpana?
Leader who shows the way and ensures its benefit for everyone, not only for him.
Thank you. Pooja? Karanjay? Siddesha?
Leader is a person who listens to us, empathize us, and shows us direction.
You, Siddesha. Thank you. Shiva?
My point of view, leader is the one who say, "Come, let's grow." Not grow how I grown or what I did. Come on, let's grow. We'll work together to make anything happen. That's what I believe.
Thank you. Umesh?
I believe a leader is one who never loses confidence in his team, and when the situation is not so good, it take foot forward to lead the team in a bad situation with their skill set.
Thank you very much, everybody. There are 4 core values that Toastmasters stand for: integrity, respect, service, and excellence. What does it stand for? When I look into it, it's something like this: integrity in being honest in everything that you do, not just Toastmasters, in your life. That creates a goodwill for you. It builds a good network across. Respect. When you give respect, people also respect you. One great person has told, it is not the way that somebody gives respect to their superiors or their peers. You need to look into them and how they treat the people that work under them. That matters a lot. Third thing is service. Service, are you able to serve others well? When you lead someone, when you are serving someone, you get to learn a lot. If you have seen great leaders like Mother Teresa, someone Mahatma Gandhi, the way that they have served the nation, that they serve humanity, they have shown the exemplary examples for this field. Although we cannot be as great as them, but we try to do that, and in the process, we amend ourselves, trying to mend ourselves within line with serving the people. Servant leadership is what Toastmasters talks about. We'll go in detail in that. When in the process of doing these 3 steps, this core value, when you stand for excellence, cannot be compromised. You will get the excellence, no doubt about it. So servant leadership is what it stands for. So what is it about? In Toastmasters, first leadership role starts as a club member. When you took the oath, or if you look at what Milind has talked about today, we have taken oath that we will mutually help each other achieve their goals for what they have joined Toastmasters. We will also respect each other, give kind evaluations to help them grow as public speakers. We also took an oath to take club officer role when called upon. So from club member, the second step is your club officer. When I talk about highest degree that is earned in Toastmasters is DTM, club officer role is one of the steps there. You need to serve for 12 months or 2 terms of 6 months. So when I talk about club officer, these are few roles at club level. First is Sergeant at Arms, Treasurer, Secretary, Vice President Public Relations, Vice President Membership, Vice President Education, and the Club President. and then immediate past club president. So immediate past club president is not a role, it is just the president from the last term who helps the current term to do well, just as a mentor. He or she will mentor them to do well in the current term. That's it. There's no other role for them. That is not a recognized role as per Toastmaster. As Sergeant-at-Arms, he talk about any game, the person who does the innings of the game, who starts the game. So this person is responsible for starting the meeting. But then there's more to it before the meeting. So all of you, if you talk about one meeting, is not less than a project. So how the planning goes, there's a lot goes into the planning of the meeting. As a Sergeant-at-Arms, the person is responsible for if there are physical meetings, for room reservations, if it is online, for Zoom setting up, and also do the necessary set of supplies. If it is other software like WebEx, etc., that is in corporate clubs, they will take care of all the settings that is necessary. Same time, during club meetings, it depends upon the club culture again. Some places it is the president who greets the guest, but in some clubs it is the Sergeant-at-Arms who greets. Also, as the Sergeant-at-Arms is by default the Zoom master who takes care of letting people in or just expelling people who are causing any disturbances. For example, I've been in one club in Tunisia where one person just joined and then he was Zoom bombing, etc. And then he has to be expelled from the meeting. I took up Zoom master role on the spot and I helped them with that. If it is in physical meetings, Sergeant-at-Arms sits near the door and then ensures that nobody is disturbing while the meeting or speaker is on. And if there is any issue, this person is the one to reach. At the same time, in physical meetings, Sergeant-at-Arms is responsible for maintaining the complete stationery of the club. If everybody is leaving, it is his or her responsibility to fold and then just keep everything proper. Of course, it is not that he's a servant to the club, but everybody will help him in the process. Just keep everything together, the lectern, the bags, the timer cards, etc., and fold them properly and then take back with her. He or she also when they open the meeting, they get 2 to 3 minutes. Think it as the first inning, they all get to break the ice. While many other takes after him or her, this person gets 2 to 3 minutes for sure in each and every meeting. That way, they also hone their skills. We don't encourage cliche in Toastmaster. That means just not repeat what you're told last meeting, or just not repeat anything. If you want to do it more creatively, it is always encouraged. For example, somebody at Kalpana as a Sergeant-at-Arms in one of the clubs, she used to have word of the day and idiom of the day separately. She used to give the thought of the day, and then that used to help the club. Somebody I've seen, they talk about the book they have read. The new book, they introduce a book in each and every meeting, a new book in every meeting, and then they talk about what is there, the author, and what they think about it, something like that. So you can be creative every time. And then if you look at the way Milind opens, he always talks about something there, and then he gives the energy. So this person is responsible for bringing the energy to the meeting, and after that, also responsible to ensure that everything is closed upon. While some clubs, it is a president who adjourns the meeting, and many other clubs, it is Sergeant-at-Arms who adjourns the meeting. So it depends again on the culture of the club. Next prominent role is treasurer. Treasurer, money. It's all about maintaining money. This again is on the culture of the club. For example, in corporate clubs, there is no necessity for the treasurer role because the money is least involved there. It is either you pay the credit card or the company provides the fund for that. So there is no physical movement of money there. For example, let us say if it is our community club, the money is maintained in the bank account. So the treasurer is responsible for following up with the members, whoever the member payment is due. So they will work with them for that. They will get that amount in the bank, and they will work with the VP membership for the payments as necessary. Same time, they will also produce the reports when needed. Some clubs, they do have this report every week. Some clubs, they have it monthly reporting. Some clubs only publish when it is the term ending. So it all depends upon the club culture again. Now coming to secretary, another prominent role. Secretary is responsible for many things. There are three people in the executive role who are base camp manager. Base camp manager means the person will get access to accept and also approve your levels in the Toastmaster portal. They also can submit in the club center. That's first. Second thing is, it is either secretary or the president who get access to give the proxy for international convention. If you want to know what is international convention, we are all heard about the election at division level and district level, but even at international level, each club gets to send one person with the 2 votes, the president or secretary. They both can go, or they can send one person with the 2 votes. So they can appoint this person, and that person gets to vote for one for as an international president there. The secretary is one prominent role there. And also secretary when we have elections, club election, he or she gets to cast vote when there are no other nominations on the floor. The single person, it is the secretary who casts a vote and decides the person who is winning there. And also they maintain records. Records can be any documentation of the club from charter documentation. Charter documentation is when the club was chartered, they get some documents necessary for that. From that to all the meetings, they record the minutes of the meeting, but whether it is executive committee meeting or whether it is a normal club meeting, they maintain the minutes. In some club meetings, what secretary does is he or she publishes that minutes and take the approval of the club. They do voting. If somebody has anything to say against that minutes, they can just come up and then just correct the secretary on the spot. If none, then they go ahead with the meeting. But some, they just publish this minutes as a document in the group or over email. It all again depends upon the culture of the meeting apps. I've seen it be done differently in different clubs in different countries. It all depends upon the club, how the ExCom team defines it. And also, this role is prominent. They have to maintain each and every document electronically or physically. So that is how it defines. Any club, they cannot do well until they advertise the club well. VP Public Relationship is the next role. For example, let us say I'm doing my club meeting and then not letting others know. Today we have visiting Toastmasters from other clubs, like Hyderabad Toastmaster Pooja is from there. And then we also have Namita, we have Sricha from Oracle Hyderabad Toastmasters, and then others guests as well. So how does it happen? Unless you advertise about your club, unless you invite them to your club meetings, it doesn't happen. So VPPR is that prominent role who is necessary for sending the communication out in social media or different forms, whether it is WhatsApp group or whether it is a page that you're maintaining for your club, or whether it is a free Toast host website, any website that you're maintaining for your club. So they have to use that and they have advertised well for the club. And then also they need to send the invite as necessary if somebody has asked. They also have to ensure that the guests and the members get the details properly when asked upon. They should not wait till last minute. VPPR has to work with the Toastmaster of the day and also VP Education very closely and publish the poster in time. Outside the meeting, they are necessary. They have to work necessarily on the material. It can be anything from improving your website, your page, or any material that you can work with VP membership as a new guest booklet or guest booklet, etc. And then also work on at least one session where as an open house, and then you invite new members as a non-Toastmasters as a guest to that meeting and then help them see the benefit of Toastmasters. In the end, also publish the activities and achievements of the club. For example, if there are any special meetings, any achievements by the members, the VPPR is responsible for making the posters and releasing that to show that members have achieved so and so in the club. I'll take a pause here and see if anybody has any questions so far. No questions? I'll encourage everybody to keep video on. It's more like I'm just talking to the wall. It's just Pooja has our video on. Next comes VP membership. VP membership is more like HR. This person is responsible for recruiting members to the club. Now, when I was a VP membership, I have done one survey where I asked people, why is it necessary to add members to a club? And then I have got very interesting answers. New members bring enthusiasm to the club. They bring the energy, fresh energy to the club. And already existing Toastmasters might have experience, but then the new members are the ones who bring that enthusiasm to learn, to do more, and the excitement that they automatically push the existing Toastmaster to go ahead in the thing. This person, VP membership, is responsible to recruit members. And again, if you see, it is interrelated activities. Everybody works with each other. The vice president membership also is responsible for renewing membership at time. So he or she will work closely with the treasurer for the renewals part. And then he or she will also work with the president on attendance. If you are not seen so far, in some clubs, VP membership is responsible for maintaining the attendance. In corporate clubs, attendance-based renewal is done by the officers. So they do free renewals. They pay for all the dues for the members based upon the attendance percentage. There's one thing that many clubs don't follow, but there's one section called inactive member. If a person doesn't attend so and so meetings, percentage after club meetings, there's a definition that is given in the club website in Toastmasters. If you're not attending, you are inactive member. As an inactive member, you lose every kind of right, including voting in the club elections. As an inactive member, you may also have to pay fine to come back and become an active. In Caribbean countries and a few other countries I've seen, the people who are not attending meeting has to send an excuse. If they're not sending and just absent for a certain number of meetings, they become inactive by default there. This is something that not followed due diligently, at least not in India. I haven't seen in India. That is something that they do. Second thing is they also prepare guest packets. So here they work closely with VPPR. Guest pack is not something out of box. It's more about preparing a material for non-Toastmasters to understand what Toastmasters is all about. what the benefit you get to becoming a Toastmaster. They're also responsible for meeting all the guests. They need to have one-on-one relation, not to have. They can have that relation, work with guests closely, understand their need, and then map it to Toastmasters. Let them see how can they achieve their needs through Toastmasters. These are something that they will work closely. They, after the meeting, they will also coordinate with guests and see if they got what they needed, if they see the benefit of the Toastmasters in that specific meeting, if they did understand what exact happened in that meeting, and then whether they can map it to their needs in life. Second thing is they have to coordinate with the treasurer on the payments that we already talked about. Third thing is there are certain hours at club level that they can work upon with adding members. But there is secondary part. That's not about main thing here. Now, if you talk about chessboard, that two things main, king and queen. I look at VP education of the club as a queen of the chess. Very prominent role and has all the rights. At the same time, all the burden of the club is on VP education. He or she takes complete responsibility of the club. How it is because the education is what we are in for. We all join Toastmasters to learn something, to improve our public speaking skills, our communication skills, leadership skills, etc. But VP education is the main person who will work with each and every member of the club to see their progress, to help them see the benefits of the program, induct them as necessary apart from the club induction, and then help them to select a pathway, assign a mentor to them, and also work with them closely to see what all they want to achieve. In some clubs, what they do is this: ask each and every member to see what are their aspirations in Toastmasters, whether they want to do mentoring, whether they want to take any roles in so and so period of time, what are the levels that they want to achieve, what are the educational awards that they want to see, what do they want to, where they do to see them in long-term and short-term goals. So VP education works with each and every member. They do the survey and then work with them on the same level. He or she is also responsible to work closely on the role assignment. When Toastmaster of Day is selected, it is the responsibility of Toastmaster of Day to run the meeting. But in the back end, it is the VP education who is running entire show. He or she will work closely with Toastmaster of Day to see that each and every role is assigned to one member. There are no dual roles. Also see that they take the program seriously and the program quality is entirely dependent on VP education. Outside club meeting, entire planning goes into them, and they also have to explain to members, they submit any educational award, approve any educational award, and also it is their responsibility to plan for speech contest. It is the VP education of the club who selects the but any contest. It is the VP education who takes a responsibility there. It is not even president. It is a responsibility of VP education there. And the mentoring program is completely handled by VP education. Mentor, mentee, assignment, etc. Everything is done here. So that is how the entire dependency, entire, what do you call it? The execution of the meeting or the execution of the club is mainly dependent on this role. If you look into even DCP goals of any club to be achieved, this 10 DCP, 6 are education goals. So you see, that is a weightage given to the VP education of that. Next is club president. If you ask me to answer this in one line, club president is backup of every role. So club president is more like a leader who is leading all of the members. It is he or she who will take backup, who will help anybody or fill any role when they are absent. If VP Education is absent, it is club president who will get into their shoes and work upon that. If it is sergeant at arms, also club president, it is the responsibility of club president to fill in that. It is more like they are CEO of the club and they will take complete responsibility of the club's achievements or failure. They have to run meetings on regular basis. It can be weekly, monthly, or bi-weekly or bi-monthly after the ExCom. Apart from club meetings, these are the meetings that they need to run and they talk about it. The club president is also responsible to work with the club executive team and prepare a club success plan. This success plan, as they say, if you are failing to plan, you're planning to fail. They have to prepare how the club can succeed. They need to look at the current educational learning stage of the club and then what they want to achieve. If there are any hurdles in that, how they want to remove them, how they want to do it in a smooth way. They will work with VP Education and see how we can do better in that. They will work with sergeant at arms to see that the meetings are running in a proper way. So he or she will coordinate with each and every person. Other role is in a meeting, the responsibility of greeting members solely lies on president. They also have to invite them to address the club. They also can talk about a little bit Toastmasters, like for example, what Kalpana did today, trying to introduce about Toastmasters in brief about non-Toastmasters. And some clubs have this culture of president at general meeting, so that responsibility again falls upon president. So in short, it is like any falling roles are following the ExCom team. This is the person who takes care of it. Now, outside club is what we call it area. So it is more like 3 to 5 or 3 to 6 clubs make in one area. Above that is division. Above division is district. Certain number of divisions make a district. Now, in the next level is in area. So then in the area council, 3 people go and represent the club. It is president, VP Education, and at times they also invite VP membership. They have area council meeting depending upon the area director. So they can do monthly, they can do bi-monthly, or sometimes they don't even do that. These people are responsible to represent there. They will talk to the area council and they also go and in the division council. The division council is the next level where the division director may call the president of the club to come to that meetings. Next step is at a district level, we have executive meeting. It is called, in short, district executive council meeting. In that, the president and the VP Education of the club represent there. They get 1 vote for each of them if they are having just 1 vote. And then they also get to vote for the division directors and district director or other roles as CGD and PQD when there are elections at district level. And also this person is responsible for managing any problem. And last but not least, work together as a team. One thing is for sure that these roles are not meant for just enjoying that position. It is meant for coordinating with each other as a team, same time work with the club members for the benefit of the club, for the benefit of the members. Unlike other organizations, when you look at Toastmasters, it is inverse fee, means the member comes on top. For them, everybody works together from district director till the club executive team. So you need to work together for the better member experience, for the quality of the meeting, and let members see what they can achieve in Toastmasters, and that can benefit them in the professional or personal goals. Nothing is easy, nothing is hard, but it depends upon how you're planning well. If you can plan your framework, for example, this day, I want my speakers to be selected. This day, I want my Toastmaster to be selected. This day, my club poster has to be submitted. This day, we will do any introspection of how the meeting went, etc., etc. If you plan it well, it goes well. That has helped me do better in this role, even when I was an executive team of 4 clubs in last stop. Just this planning has helped me. I think that is planning that you should do. Second thing is coordinating well, and you should be ready to fill up others responsibilities. It's not somebody's responsibility. Nobody's getting paid here, neither the executive team nor the members. So the members also have to see the benefits. They also have to work closely with the executive team. It's not like their responsibility that they will run the club, because end of the day, we are a democratic organization. It is for the people, by the people, and to the people. So I hope this has given at least a slightest benefit to all of you to work in this executive team, and also encourage you to take up the XCOM roles in the next term. I wish you all the best. I hope all of you will take active participation in the club election happening next week. With that note, I again thanks for the opportunity and pass the control back to Toastmaster of the Toastmaster Kalpana.
Thank you, PTM Raghu, for that wonderful session. But on behalf of the new Toastmasters or guest, I would like to ask you one question. What will be the benefit of playing this role, any of the XCOM role? And 2 will be how much time we might have to spend when we are taking any of these roles.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalpana. What benefit I get out of playing this role? Okay, what is in it for me is a good question that you should ask for in each and every role. I'll tell you one thing. When you are playing any XCOM role, first thing that you get is organizing things better, planning things better, and also planning your backup. In life, most often, especially as software engineers, our life is jammed up. We just take the life as it is comes up. Second thing is we don't plan well. Whatever is coming up, we do work against it. Just go that. And third thing is communication. And the way that we communicate with our peers, the way we communicate people who report to us, the way we communicate with the senior leadership, everything changes here. Once you are a leader here, you start seeing the pain point of your boss. You start to think in that level. Second thing is when you work with people here, networking, you lose that fear. It is a shortcut for you to lose the fear, then building up your confidence as a speaker, as a networking thing. Third thing is when you are playing these roles, you get to network outside the club. When you go to the training, you get to meet the Toastmaster from across different clubs. When it's happening online across different countries also. Sometimes you can go and attend a training even in, I attended one training in Caribbean countries. That's allowed. You can go and attend their training. You get to meet people from amazing countries, amazing Toastmasters. You get to network with them. And the next is when you do this planning, you get to give time to people. When you serve people, you get that as an habit to your life. You take it back. You do not always think about what is for me. You also think in that level. So you will become good bosses for sure. And how much time does it take? It's a good question. It all depends upon person to person. Are you looking forward to make it stressful for others, or are you trying to make it thoughtful process, building a thoughtful process so that it takes a smart move? For example, if I want to lift a boulder, I might use all my energy and still not do anything. But if I'm using some tools properly, I might do it, complete the task. Same time, I will use very less energy. So it depends upon that. Are you using proper tools for it? Are you using proper planning? Are you using right things to do? Are you working? For example, I've seen some club president have this attitude, bad attitude, and they start talking to people in a very bad attitude. That's not what we are for. As the club ExCom team, we are here to serve people. You need to understand that. As a club officer, we are here to serve. So you need to learn that process. Some people just chase people and then just waste so much time for a 2 hours meeting. They spend 4 to 8 hours. No, that is also not needed. Proper, plan it proper so that the cycle goes on, and just touch base with people, because we all learn people. We are above 18 years is what is the minimum process. So we don't need to chase people. They are not doing. The example, what I do in my club is, if people are not taking any roles by Wednesday, I go outside and fill up the roles. That is, just go on with that process. Set up a process. Otherwise, you cannot run meetings. It cannot be a smooth process. So you set up one life cycle for them. So it depends upon time. Some people give 0 time. Some people take it ahead and then start shouting at everybody, and then they ruin the relation. It depends from person to person. But if you ask me in average, apart from your regular activities, what I spend is 2 to 4 hours, etc. Just planning and coordinating. But as a VP education, I'm talking about. Other roles, it is much lesser. For VP education, if I'm talking, because I have all my planning, I have my life cycle, everything set up. So I just go with that, and it takes me only 2 to 4 hours extra from my regular TM activities. That's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Does anyone have any questions? Okay. Thank you. So we will continue with the theme. Let me share my screen again. Okay. Can anyone tell me who is this? He's not a film star, but he's very famous. I can give you one hint. I'm sure nobody will hate
Our
him.
previous president, Abdul Kalam.
Yes, he's APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay. Can anyone tell me who is this? Raghu, you're not going to answer this.
Hey, that's Narendra Modi.
May I know who is this?
Pooja.
Okay, Pooja. Yes, he is Narendra Modi. Yes. Next.
Hey, Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli.
Oh my God, Virat Kohli has many fans. Looks like
This photo has circulated a lot of times.
Okay. Yes, he is our cricketer, Virat Kohli. Who is
Umesh.
this?
Umesh.
He's currently
Milind.
in our
Milind.
Yes,
Milind.
Milind.
How can you say Milind?
Yes.
No resemblance.
So we will stop here and we will continue the final segment after the next Toastmaster segment, that is general evaluation. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Shiva, the general evaluator for today, to conduct the evaluation segment. Over to you, Toastmaster Shiva.
Thank you, Toastmaster of today. Good evening, team. I'm back again. Evaluation is crux of a Toastmasters meeting. So, the evaluation is not about only a feedback. It is a learning for any Toastmaster who is a visiting Toastmaster, a speaker, or any evaluator. So, I would like to call the first evaluator for the speaker, Toastmaster Pooja, for today's meeting is Toastmaster Sirisha to evaluate her speech. Over to Toastmaster Sirisha.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, everyone, one more time. Good evening, Toastmaster Pooja. First of all, congratulations for completing your level 4 project. It's not so easy. I'm going to evaluate Toastmasters Pooja's speech into 3 parts. What are the areas she excelled? What can be improved? And the conclusion. Toastmaster Pooja, you have, there are so many disruptors, while you are speaking. I really have to congratulate you for completing your speech, even though there are so many people disrupting you in between with lots and lots of questions. Kudos to you on that. And you maintained a very good smile when everybody is asking questions, and you answered to them with a smile. And initially, I have also observed you said thank you for all of their questions. Thank you for asking this question. So very well maintained. I would like to, to take this speech to the next level, or to manage your disruptors better, I would like to give you a recommendation. So when disruptors were disrupting you, you said, you told to some of them that, you were given some task, can you please get back to that? And, I will come to your question at the end of my speech. And when Kalpana and Raghu were talking at the same time, you said, Kalpana, you're only talking, give a chance to Raghu. I felt, these statements must have offended them. I felt that maybe you could have used some other strategies. And Toastmaster Milind felt that, you are avoiding his questions. So maybe you could have used a different strategy over there to answer the disruptors' questions. And at the end of your speech, I felt, you couldn't answer most of their questions, and you kept postponing them to the end, and they were not answered. Maybe one suggestion from my side is setting expectation. Before starting your speech, you could have told them that, please let me finish my 5-minute speech or 6-minute speech. I will give 9 minutes for you. I will spend 9 minutes for your questions. Maybe you could have finished your speech peacefully and could have answered all the questions of your disruptors. Maybe that is one recommendation I wanted to give you. To conclude my speech, you maintained very well, a very good smile throughout your speech. You finished your speech at the end, and just setting some expectations, using some other strategies, take your speech to next level. All the best for your future speeches, Toastmaster Pooja, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sarisha, for the wonderful evaluation to our first speaker, Toastmaster Pooja. Moving ahead, now we'll call upon our second evaluator for the day, Umesh, to evaluate our second speaker, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Raghu, for his speech. Over to Toastmaster Umesh.
How many of you have chosen the path from the Toastmasters? Please raise your hand. And as said by my target speaker, what was the intention behind choosing that path? Have you gone through all the projects? And are you maintaining the integrity? And are you trying to achieve excellence? Congratulations, Raghu, for reminding us the core value of Toastmaster through your speech. You met your objective, that you explained how you completed your high performance leadership HPL project, and what was your guidance committee, one of the division director and your mentor Smita were in your guidance committee. And same time, while explaining, you maintain the space and the tone and the voice quality, and even you have uses proper pauses. What I like, your speech was informational, well organized, and start at hook itself by you started with a question, and that has grabbed my audience attention to your speech. Apart from this, I felt you were confident as usual. Your voice quality and the voice modulation was good. Hand gestures were also good. What I noticed that you mentioned how you chose this your project, the deep dive into pathways, and that topic is relevant to audience. So audience and myself was engaged to your speech, and there was a story where you how you made and how you done the training in Canada, in US. Overall, I felt there is always room for the improvement. And in your speech, what I noticed, there are few improvement points. The first point was I was expecting, I was eager to hear what challenges you faced during completion of your project along with your team. If you could have elaborated with a story, a small story that could have added more impact to your speech. Second, you concluded with appeal. Have you chosen to Toastmasters and the QMOD? Rather, if you have given a takeaway message or call for action, that now you know how Toastmasters work, what path, now you will definitely going to go through your all resources, and definitely you will maintain the integrity while completing the project. That sort of conclusion might be given impact, more impact for your speech. Apart from this, it was icing on cake was overall you maintain your smile on your face. Overall, it was a well structured speech. Topic was relevant to audience. You explain the project, how you completed, and where you are given the deep dive pathways. And if you can add the two suggestions which I have given, your speech could be more better. Congratulations, Toastmaster Raghu, for completing level 5 project. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh, for the wonderful evaluation of your target speaker, DGM Raghu. Moving ahead, now let me call upon our timer, Toastmaster Amit, to present his report for today's speakers and evaluators. Over to Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you, General Evaluator Siva. Fellow Toastmaster and dear guest, here is my timer report. For prepared speeches, Toastmaster Puja took 15 minutes and 29 seconds, and DTM Raghu took 6 minutes and 56 seconds. Both are eligible, both are well within their allotted time. For evaluators, Toastmaster Sirisa took 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and Toastmaster Umesh took 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So everyone did a great job in fulfilling their speeches well within the allotted time. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit, for your crisp report. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Again, here Shiva here with the general evaluation report. Meanwhile, DTM Raghu, do we have any specific votings for today's meeting? As we have only 2 participants for both.
We don't.
No, right? Yeah. Thank you. I'm back with my general evaluation report. Today we had a meeting at 7:15. We started with meeting at 7:15. Our Sergeant at Arms set the ground rules very clearly and understandable to all the guests and the Toastmasters and the visiting Toastmasters who are part of this meeting. Our president welcomes the guests politely and addresses them. And Toastmaster of the day picks the topic which is inclined with the theme, like Children's Day, having pics of our team members or celebrities and the great people like APJ Kalam. That was nice to have in a meeting, and it was an informative. All the secret role players for the as part of first speaker Toastmasters Puja speech did a great job while they did their job while interrupting the speaker to complete her project. And the second speaker, DTM Raghu, explained his all the experience of having the Toastmasters journey across the 130 countries. It's a huge number, not a small joke. As a mentee, I know he was just phone call away at any point of time. His dedication get all this experience for this project. That was wonderful speech. That was inspirational for any other Toastmaster. After both the speeches, we have a meticulous educational session by our DTM Square Toastmaster, DTM Square Raghu for the elections. As we are going ahead for the November and December, in our clubs, our home clubs or any clubs, we have elections. Some people are new to the Toastmasters to know about what are the elections, what are the roles explained, and what are the responsibilities. He took that initiative as a VP8. As he said, he spends only 2 to 4 hours extra on his regular schedule. These are the things, extra add-ons, the icing on cakes was his educational sessions by his one. It was a meticulous one, and it will helpful to everyone. While coming to my team, evaluators, they did a great job for the both evaluations. There, I have a couple of suggestions, a single suggestion for both the evaluators. First evaluator, you said that the recommendations was given to the Toastmaster. Better, rather than saying you can use another strategy, you can have an example for avoiding the question or something, or you can say that you can connect with the speech of the question. For example, a question with the VPPR, what are the quality of the public relation officer, and a mentor is asking the question, they can connect with the speech. Even though they have 5 to 7 minutes of speech, the allotted time was 10 to 15 minutes. With that, they can connect with the speech. That's why you can give an example for that. And Umesh, the second evaluator, Umesh, you did a great job while evaluating the speaker. But I see you waited till green, till the timer card changes to green. You're with the positives till the green point of time. Maybe you can go ahead with your evaluation. What are the points you feel positives and what areas of improvement? And then while consultation, you'll have some ample amount of time to have a consultation. So I feel you are waiting till green to move to the recommendations. These are the 2 points that I want to give. The generally I have a couple of points to make it. Role players to be joined pre or 7 p.m. We are waiting till 7:15 to get the call them, chase them. If you are taking a role, you need to make yourself available for the meeting prior to 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And as we are connecting remote postures, we need to check our internet connections and everything. So just plan 10 minutes before to the scheduled time so that we'll start our meeting on time. As a good standing club, we are running for the roles to fill in the last moment. Like we don't have our counter today. Grammarian was dropped due to network, as I said, network issue. I think it can be filled because we have good standing club, means we have good strength of members. Maximum the roles will be not more than 10, except the speakers and evaluators. TMOD and all these, we can say not more than 10. We have more strength than the number of roles, so we can get it filled at any point of time. It's specifically for the club members, not to the any other pointing things. For me, initially, I think a bit of preparation required for opening the teams and all. As I was prepared with the tag PAG, I was with that term itself. I think a bit of preparation required for me. Other than that, everyone did a great job in their roles, starting from Sergeant at Arms. President did both the roles, PO and TMOD, and both the speakers, evaluators, everyone did a great job. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Shiva, for the detailed evaluation report on every aspect of the meeting. So we'll come back to our theme. So now we have only the people who are in the meeting. So just this is a hint so that you will try to identify the pictures. So here is the next picture. Can anyone tell me who is this?
Anto.
Anto.
Yes, this is Toastmaster Anto.
There is not much change.
Yeah. Yes. Next, can anyone tell me who is this?
Raghu.
Is it
Definitely
Raghu by
they
any
didn't swear.
chance?
Oh my
The
God.
eyes and eyebrows look like Raghu.
Great observation. Very nice. Yes, it is our.
And even in childhood, he's giving speech, looks like.
He's a Toastmaster by birth.
Yeah, but I feel that smile is gone now. Whenever it comes to picture, he'll be very serious like this picture. Okay. And the last one.
This is
Kalpana.
you.
Kalpana.
This is you.
Yes.
Now this actually smile transferred here now.
Yes. So I was not happy that the picture was good.
I guess
Right?
Raghu has given a smile to Kalpana.
Yeah, maybe. So that's all today. I just tried to ensure that our role players' pictures were there, but I got late idea, so I could not get it. But probably we always have second chance to do that. Hopefully, some other time I'll get time to do a family event where I'll get to display all the club members' pictures, and we'll have to identify whoever identifies the maximum one. I can give one small gift to them. With this, as Toastmaster of the Day, I conclude my speech, and I would like to tell you all, remind you all that let's all celebrate the children inside us who is innocent and excited to learn more. So with this, I'm coming into my presiding officer role. Before I move ahead, I would like to request our dear Zoom master to please launch the poll for best speaker and best evaluator.
Don't have any faults. Everybody is a good role player and good evaluator. Good speaker today.
Wow, that's nice. Thank you for that. So we will be sharing the certificates, soft copy soon onto your WhatsApp messages. With this, we are coming to the feedback section. I would like to call upon guest Ayushi to please share her feedback, how she felt, because this is her first meeting to the Toastmasters. Ayushi, over to you.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. Yeah, it was really good. Like, I am looking forward to other sessions. Yeah, it was really good.
Thank you, Ayushi. Anyone else who would like to talk? Anyone who wants to share their Children's Day special event, something that they remember from their childhood? Pooja, you are ready to start something? Pooja, today you reminded me of my science teacher.
Is it?
Yes, when I used to ask questions, always you only ask questions. Wait there. I'll ask others like that.
Okay. So actually, my project demanded answering like that. Different disruptors were to be dealt differently.
Yeah, we can understand. Thank you for that.
I think Pooja and I've been talking for a while, but it's the first time that we are seeing each other.
Yeah, actually, I don't know, but I think I'd really like to take a moment and appreciate Toastmaster Raghu here. My goodness, he does so much work for the Toastmasters fraternity, and he